How would you describe this particular compound? Does it have an enantiomer? What would you say? Notice what happens if we draw the mirror image of that molecule. Is this mirror image, does it represent the enantiomer of the first molecule on the left? What would you say? It turns out that these two compounds are not enantiomers. In fact, they are Meso compounds. And so these two compounds are identical. They're the same. Now the chiral centers have changed their configurations. Let's say if you analyze this chiral center, the OH group has the highest priority, and then it's the group below, and then it's the methyl group, and then H is number 4. So going from 1 to 2 to 3, this appears to be R, but we know we have to reverse it, so this is going to be S. Now for this one, the OH group is 1, this is 2, methyl is 3, H is 4, so 1 to 2 to 3, it appears to be S, but we need to reverse it, and so it's going to be R. Now, because we switched the OH and the H group, we know this is going to be R. If you count it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it appears to be S, but we got to reverse it, so it's R. And this is going to be S. So all of the chiral centers change when you draw the mirror image of the molecule. However, due to the line of symmetry that's inside of each of these two molecules, they can't be enantiomers. So we have chiral centers, but the molecule as a whole is achiral because it's symmetrical. It has a line of symmetry. And so meso compounds are optically inactive. And what this means is that meso compounds do not rotate plane polarized light. So make sure you understand that meso compounds are always optically inactive. And the reason why it has a line of symmetry is you can see that the elements across that internal line of symmetry, they're the same. Now let's contrast that with this example. So is this molecule a meso compound? What would you say? So if we draw a line that splits it into two parts, notice that these two are not the same. So there is no internal line of symmetry, which means that the molecule as a whole is chiral, and it has two chiral centers. Therefore, we can draw the mirror image of this molecule, and it's going to be an enantiomer. So enantiomers are chiral molecules, and they have chiral centers. Meso compounds are achiral molecules, but they still have chiral centers. So these two are enantiomers. They don't have an internal line of symmetry. So I'm going to give you a few problems, and I want you to determine which of the following molecules are optically active and which ones are optically inactive. So go ahead and try this problem. Feel free to pause the video and work on these examples. So I'm going to give you plenty of examples for you to work on. And I think I have one more example. and that should be it. So looking at the first one, is it optically active or optically inactive? So notice that we do have a line of symmetry. So therefore, this is going to be a meso compound, which means it's optically inactive. Now what about the structure on the right? There is no line of symmetry. So it's not a meso compound, which means we can draw the enantiomer if we wanted to. So this is an optically active compound. Now for the next example, notice that we do have a line of symmetry. So the OH groups are the same across that internal plane of symmetry, and the same is true for these carbons. So therefore, this is a meso compound, and whenever you have a meso compound, you have an achiral molecule. Whereas if you have an optically active molecule, it's a chiral molecule. Now what about this example? Notice that we do not have an internal plane of symmetry, because here the chlorine's in the front, now here it's in the back or going into the page. So therefore, this is not meso, which means it's optically active. Now for this example, we do have an internal line of symmetry, and so this is a meso compound, which means it's optically inactive. And here is another meso compound. There's an internal line of symmetry. Now what about this one? Is this a meso compound? It turns out that it's not. Even though the H is the same across the line and the OH is the same too, the methyl group does not match the ethyl group. And so these two groups are different, which means we don't have an internal line of symmetry. So this is not a meso compound, which means it's optically active. So hopefully this little example helped you to identify a meso compound and how to determine if it's going to be optically active or optically inactive. So remember, meso compounds are always optically inactive.